What if I told you that a simple Jefferson nickel could be carrying over half a century of American history in the palm of your hand? Welcome to RE Coins News. Today, we're uncovering three legendary Jefferson nickels, the 1955D, 1961D, and 1963D, and revealing the hidden stories, collector secrets, and rare features that most people never notice. These aren't just 5-cent coins. They're living pieces of America's past. So before you spend another nickel, watch until the very end, because the final coin might completely change the way you look at your pocket change. Subscribe to RE Coins News and join us as we uncover history, one coin at a time. Let's get started. Imagine discovering a small 5-cent coin that has quietly survived for more than 70 years while carrying the legacy of one of America's founding fathers. The 1955D Jefferson nickel, struck at the Denver Mint, is far more than everyday pocket change. Its obverse features Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date 1955, while the reverse displays Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, surrounded by EPLUOBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. Every genuine example preserves a chapter of mid-20th century American history. Remarkably, the letter D beside the date identifies the Denver Mint, one of the busiest United States mint facilities. By 1955, the mint had become an essential producer of circulating coinage for a rapidly growing nation. Every 1955D Jefferson nickel reflects the craftsmanship of a mint that helped supply billions of coins to support America's expanding post-war economy. The year 1955 represented a period of optimism and transformation in the United States. Families were moving into new suburbs, interstate highways were beginning to reshape travel, and television was becoming a central part of American life. While these historic changes unfolded, Jefferson nickels quietly passed through grocery stores, gas stations, schools, and businesses, becoming silent witnesses to a remarkable decade of economic growth. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel first entered circulation in 1938 after replacing the Buffalo nickel. His portrait of Thomas Jefferson and the detailed image of Monticello introduced a clean, classical design that remains one of the longest-running themes in American coinage. The 1955D issue continues this respected artistic tradition. Monticello itself gives the reverse extraordinary historical meaning. Located near Charlottesville, Virginia, it was Jefferson's lifelong home and the place where he pursued architecture, science, agriculture, and political philosophy. By placing Monticello on the nation's 5-cent coin, the United States Mint honored Jefferson's influence not only as the third president, but also as the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The inscription, EPLUOBUSUNUM, meaning out of many, one, reflects the unity of the United States. Alongside Liberty and In God We Trust, these inscriptions connect the coin to enduring American ideals that have appeared on U.S. coinage for generations. Each word serves as a reminder that even small denomination coins carry powerful national symbolism. The Denver Mint struck approximately 74.5 million 1955D Jefferson nickels. Because of this substantial mintage, the coin is generally common in circulated grades. However, locating sharply struck examples with strong luster and minimal marks becomes much more challenging after decades of circulation. Preservation, rather than the date alone, largely determines collector desirability. Advanced collectors pay particular attention to full steps, FS, examples. On exceptionally well-struck Jefferson nickels, the steps leading to the entrance of Monticello remain clearly defined and uninterrupted. Certified full-step specimens are significantly scarcer than ordinary strikes because even slight die wear or weak striking pressure can blur these delicate details. As a result, high-grade full-steps coins often command much stronger premiums. Although the standard 1955D Jefferson nickel has no famous major variety comparable to some other U.S. coins, genuine mint errors continue to attract collector interest. Authenticated off-center strikes, clip planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, strike-through errors, and other production mistakes can be considerably more valuable than standard examples. Professional authentication remains essential because post-mint damage can closely resemble genuine mint errors. The composition of the 1955 D. Jefferson nickel consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the standard alloy used for most Jefferson nickels outside the wartime silver issues of 1942-1945. This durable composition helped the coin withstand decades of circulation while maintaining its recognizable appearance, making it one of the most practical designs in modern American coinage. Professional grading plays a major role in determining the value of any 1955 D. Jefferson nickel. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC evaluate strike quality, surface preservation, luster, eye appeal, and overall condition. High mint state grades, particularly those with the full steps designation, are much more difficult to obtain and are especially prized by advanced collectors. Many surviving 1955 D nickels have passed through several generations of American families. Some remained tucked away in dresser drawers, piggy banks, or old coin albums, while others circulated for decades before being rediscovered. Each surviving coin carries its own journey through American history, connecting today's collectors with everyday life during the 1950s. In today's numismatic market, most circulated 1955 D. Jefferson nickels are modestly priced. However, superb uncirculated examples with exceptional luster, high certified grades, or the coveted full steps designation can sell for significantly more than face value. Genuine authenticated mint era coins may also command substantial premiums depending on the rarity and nature of the era. The 1955 D. Jefferson nickel proves that historical significance is not measured solely by rarity. While it is not considered one of the rarest Jefferson nickels, it remains an important collectible because of its connection to the Denver Mint, the enduring legacy of Thomas Jefferson, the iconic Monticello design, and the prosperous era in which it circulated. Whether found in an inherited collection or preserved in a certified holder, this classic 5-cent coin continues to remind collectors that even the most ordinary pieces of pocket change can preserve extraordinary chapters of American history. Coin number 2. A coin that quietly witnessed the dawn of the space age, the rise of a new generation, and one of the most exciting decades in American history. The 1961 D. Jefferson nickel, struck at the Denver Mint, is far more than an ordinary 5-cent coin. It features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse with the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and 1961, while the reverse displays Monticello along with EPLUOBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. Every authentic example represents a lasting piece of America's numismatic heritage. Beyond its modest appearance, the D Mint mark identifies the coin as a product of the historic Denver Mint. By the early 1960s, the Denver facility had become one of the busiest mints in the nation, producing enormous quantities of circulating coinage to support America's rapidly growing economy. Its precision and consistency helped make Denver-struck coins familiar to millions of Americans. The year 1961 marked an extraordinary moment in United States history. President John F. Kennedy had just taken office. The nation intensified its commitment to space exploration, and the Cold War shaped global politics. While history unfolded on television screens, the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel quietly passed through diners, grocery stores, and neighborhood businesses, becoming part of everyday American life. Thomas Jefferson's portrait was created by German-American sculptor Felix Schlag, whose design first appeared on the nickel in 1938. Selected through a national competition, Schlag's work replaced the buffalo nickel and introduced a more classical style that has endured for generations. His artistic achievement remains one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate. More than simply a presidential residence, Monticello reflects Jefferson's interests in architecture, science, agriculture, and education. Every nickel carrying this image reminds collectors of the remarkable intellect and influence of America's third president. The inscription, EPLUOBUSUNUM, translated as out of many one, symbolizes the unity of the United States. Alongside liberty and in God we trust. These words connect the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel to the nation's enduring principles and traditions that have appeared on American coinage for generations. Approximately 229.3 million 1961 D. Jefferson nickels were struck at the Denver Mint, making it one of the higher mintage issues of its era. Because of this large production, circulated examples are generally common. However, locating coins with exceptional preservation, strong strikes, and minimal contact marks is considerably more challenging than finding ordinary circulated pieces. One of the most important qualities collectors seek is the full steps, FS, designation. The steps leading to Monticello's entrance must remain sharply defined and uninterrupted to qualify. Since heavy die wear often soften these delicate details during production, certified full steps examples are much scarcer than standard strikes and are especially valued by advanced Jefferson nickel collectors. The composition of the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the same durable alloy used for most Jefferson nickels outside the wartime silver issues. This composition provided excellent durability for circulation while preserving the coin's crisp appearance over many decades of use. Although no major famous variety defines the standard 1961 D issue, collectors actively search for genuine mint errors. Authenticated off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, die cracks, strike-through errors, and other production mistakes can attract substantial premiums depending on their rarity and condition. Professional authentication is essential because many damaged coins resemble genuine mint errors. Condition remains the single most important factor influencing collector value. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC evaluate strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. High mint state examples with full steps often command much stronger premiums than ordinary circulated nickels because outstanding preservation is increasingly difficult to find. Many surviving 1961 D. Jefferson nickels have completed remarkable journeys through American history. They have been carried in military uniforms, spent at neighborhood soda fountains, stored in childhood piggy banks, and passed down through generations of families. Every surviving coin carries a unique story shaped by decades of everyday use. The Jefferson nickel series remains one of the most collected coin series in the United States because it combines affordability, historical importance, and long-running continuity. The 1961 D issue represents a fascinating period when America balanced technological progress with traditional craftsmanship, making it an appealing addition to collections of all experience levels. In today's collector market, a circulated 1961 D. Jefferson nickel is generally worth its face value. Uncirculated examples with brilliant original luster may command modest premiums, while certified high-grade full-step specimens can be worth substantially more. Genuine authenticated mint-era coins may also achieve significantly higher prices depending on the rarity and nature of the production era. Every detail of the 1961 D. Jefferson nickel reflects thoughtful design and careful craftsmanship. From Jefferson's dignified portrait to the architectural precision of Monticello, the coin serves as a miniature historical document that honors one of the nation's greatest founders while representing an era of optimism and national progress. Jefferson nickel demonstrates that historical importance is not defined solely by rarity. Although it is not considered a scarce date in ordinary circulated condition, its connection to the Denver Mint, Thomas Jefferson, Monticello, and the transformative early 1960s ensures its lasting place in American numismatic history. Whether preserved in a certified collection or discovered in an old family coin jar, this classic 5-cent piece continues to remind collectors that even the smallest coins can preserve the greatest stories. Coin number 3. A single 5-cent coin can preserve an unforgettable chapter of American history, and the 1963 D. Jefferson nickel is a perfect example. Struck at the Denver Mint, This coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and 1963. The reverse displays Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, together with EPLUBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. Though millions were produced for everyday commerce, each surviving coin remains a tangible connection to a remarkable era. Few collectors realize that 1963 was the final full year before the United States removed silver from circulating dimes and quarters in 1965. While the Jefferson nickel kept its traditional copper-nickel composition, the coin belongs to a period just before one of the biggest changes in modern American coinage. This historical timing gives the 1963 D nickel added significance within U.S. mint history. The D mint mark beneath the date identifies the Denver Mint, one of the nation's busiest coin-producing facilities. During the early 1960s, Denver struck hundreds of millions of coins to meet growing public demand. Every 1963 D Jefferson nickel reflects the precision and efficiency that made the Denver Mint a cornerstone of America's circulating coin production. The portrait of Thomas Jefferson was designed by Felix Schlag, whose winning design entered circulation in 1938 after replacing the Buffalo nickel. His portrait emphasizes Jefferson's thoughtful expression and has remained one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage. The artistic simplicity of the design continues to appeal to collectors decades after its introduction. Monticello, featured on the reverse, was more than Jefferson's residence. It was a center of architecture, scientific curiosity, agriculture, and political philosophy. Jefferson personally influenced many aspects of its design, making the building one of the most recognizable presidential homes in American history. Its appearance on the nickel honors his intellectual achievements as much as his political leadership. The inscription EPLUBUSUNUM, meaning out of many one, symbolizes the unity of the United States. Alongside Liberty and In God We Trust, these words connect the 1963 D Jefferson nickel with traditions that have shaped American coinage for generations. Every inscription contributes to the coin's historical and cultural significance. Approximately 276.8 million 1963 D Jefferson nickels were struck, making it one of the higher mintage issues in the series. As a result, circulated examples are generally common. However, coins preserved in exceptional condition with brilliant original luster, clean surfaces, and strong strikes are much more desirable than heavily worn pieces. One of the most sought-after characteristics among Jefferson nickel specialists is the full steps FS designation. The steps leading to Monticello's entrance must appear complete and uninterrupted under professional grading standards. Because die wear often weaken these details during production, certified full steps examples are considerably scarcer than ordinary strikes and can command much stronger collector interest. The 1963 D Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, the standard alloy used for most Jefferson nickels outside the wartime silver issues. This durable composition allowed the coin to withstand years of circulation while maintaining its recognizable design, making it one of the most practical denominations in everyday American commerce. Although no famous major variety defines the standard 1963 D issue, collectors continue searching for genuine mint errors. Authenticated off-center strikes, clip planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, strike-through errors, and other production mistakes are much scarcer than normal coins. Such pieces often attract significant attention when certified by respected grading services. Professional grading by organizations such as PCGS and NGC plays a major role in determining collector value. Experts examine strike quality, luster, surface preservation, contact marks, and eye appeal before assigning a numerical grade. High-grade mint state coins with the full steps designation are among the most desirable examples of the 1963 D issue. Many surviving 1963 D Jefferson nickels quietly witnessed one of the most emotional years in American history. They circulated during the same year that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, making these coins silent historical artifacts from a period that profoundly shaped the nation. Their presence in everyday commerce connects them to one of the most memorable years of the 20th century. Collectors appreciate the Jefferson nickel series because it combines affordability with historical importance. Unlike many expensive classic coin series, Jefferson nickels allow enthusiasts to build impressive collections while exploring decades of American history, changing minting technology, and evolving grading standards. In today's numismatic market, most circulated 1963 D Jefferson nickels remain worth their face value. However, exceptional uncirculated examples with brilliant luster, certified high grades, or the coveted full steps designation may sell for considerably more. Genuine authenticated mint-era examples can also achieve significant premiums depending on the rarity and nature of the production era. The enduring popularity of the Jefferson nickel reflects the timeless legacy of Thomas Jefferson himself. As principal author of the Declaration of Independence, founder of the University of Virginia, diplomat, architect, and third President of the United States, Jefferson's influence extends far beyond politics. His achievements give lasting meaning to every Jefferson nickel ever struck. Every surviving 1963 D Jefferson nickel carries its own journey through American history. Some remained safely preserved in original bank rolls, others rested in family collections for decades, while many traveled through countless hands in daily commerce. Each coin represents a unique survivor of a rapidly changing America. Jefferson nickel proves that historical importance is not determined by rarity alone. While it is not considered a rare date coin in ordinary circulated condition, its connection to the Denver Mint, Thomas Jefferson, Monticello, and the pivotal events of 1963 make it an enduring collectible. Preserved in high grades, especially with the full steps designation or as a genuine authenticated mint era, this classic 5-cent coin continues to hold an honored place in American numismatic history.